Take a moment just to come to a comfortable seat. Close down the eyes. Notice any part of the body that's connecting to the ground beneath you. Sit tall through the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. Let the head float on top. Start to notice the breath. Soften the jaw and the forehead. As you breathe, feel the belly expand when you inhale, and as you exhale, the belly softens. Coming to golden thread breath, so we're going to create a small gap between the lips on the exhale and visualize golden thread exhaling coming out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, expand the belly. Exhale through a very small gap between the lips. It's a really long exhale. And again. Come back to a natural, comfortable breath. Blink the eyes open. We're just going to let the left ear come towards the left shoulder. Push the opposite hand away. If you want, you can stay here, or you can bring the hand up to the side of the head and rest it there. Now, no need to push or force anything. Just let gravity do the work. Trust this process. If you'd had a busy day today, and maybe your mind or your body or your energy are whirring, it might feel really difficult to come into this kind of stillness. Trust this process. Change sides. Take the opposite ear over to the side. Push the left hand away. And if you want to, we can rest the right hand onto the side of the head. The elbow's heavy, but we're not pulling. We're just letting gravity do the work. The nervous system is just so much happier if you let it come to this calm space. It's in these calm moments that so many of our bodily functions, our mind and our emotions are able to work to their full potential. Digestion, immunity. Come back to the center with the head. Allow the chin to come towards the chest. Rest the hands onto the back of the head. And again, we're just letting gravity do the work. Notice how the heart feels. And if anything, any uncomfortable emotions come up, try and let yourself sit with them and breathe through them. And lift. Well done. We're going to come to all fours now. So bring the knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. And remember, if it feels uncomfortable under the knees, you can pop a blanket there or fold over your yoga mat so it's doubled. Coming to cat-cow, we drop the belly and lift the gaze on the inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Keep moving with your breath. Notice the whole of the spine, all the way from the coccyx, traveling through each vertebra up to the neck. And remember, your breath might be completely different from mine. So the speed that you do this is totally unique to you. You have your own rhythm. Come back to a neutral spine. Toes touch, knees open wide. Melt the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. The forehead might rest on the floor. If the floor is a little bit too far away, you can stack the fists and rest the forehead here. Or if you have a block, you can rest your forehead onto a block. Sense into the back body as you breathe. Sweep forwards onto the belly. We're coming up to Sphinx pose. Forearms connect with the floor. We're aiming to have the elbows underneath the shoulders-ish, but it depends on how deeply you want to bend into your back. So if it feels too strong, you can just bring the elbows a little further forward. Press the forearms into the ground, spread the fingers wide, tops of the feet pressing into the earth, back of the neck is long. So if you're looking forwards, you might find actually you're kind of squashing the back of the neck a little bit. So just drop the gaze a little, relax the jaw. Tops of the feet are pressing into the earth. Again, this is about trusting the process. We know that the soft tissue that surrounds everything in our body, our fascia, it's an incredible part of ourselves. And that fascia is really strong. In order to help it soften and let go, we need to hold postures for quite a long time. And the idea isn't to kind of stretch it so it stays stretched forever. We want it to spring back because it does a really important job. But it feels so wonderful, particularly through the front of the hips here, through the hip flexors, when we can just let go a little bit. Release that tension. You don't need it right now. Okay, gently bring yourself down and really slowly, we're going to make our way over onto our back body. Get there any way that is comfortable for you. Give the knees a hug when you get there. You can hold on above the shins or behind the knees, and you can find stillness, or you might like to gently rock or circle, feeling a massage into the sacrum. If you feel tempted to point your toes like I just did, don't. Just let them be floppy. Okay, just allow the knees to open wide for a moment. You can stay here with the feet just kind of floppy there like this, feeling a stretch on the inside of the thighs, or catch hold of the feet coming to happy baby pose. I like to just find a little bit of gentle movement here so I can really work into my spine. That might not be right for you. So if stillness feels better, stay still. So another thing that can happen with the nervous system, when we come into these still postures, it's not only great for our digestion, for our immunity, it's also when we're able to process our emotions and our thoughts. So it's great for learning. If you've learned a lot of new knowledge today, this is the time when it will really be absorbed. Okay, bring the feet down. You can either hug the knees or bring the feet to the floor. I'm going to open my arms wide, let the knees melt over to the side, coming to a supine twist. And I'm going to turn my gaze in the opposite direction. If that feels too strong, just keep the eyes forwards. Some people like to cross the legs here. Some people like to extend the top leg. Draw everything into the center and take it to the other side. Come back to the center. Make your way to Shavasana. So stretch those legs out long, arms just separated from the sides a little bit. And breathe. Allow yourself a moment to just be. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Well done for carving out this time today.